how fitting that this is a health month because we need it. And so, whatever I find, you already know. I got the links for Talkspace, my current therapist. I got 2 of them. I'm not ashamed of that. And there's some different directories that I have encountered. And I'm really hoping for tomorrow's. But we can only work on tomorrow's today. Creatively, what's up? What am I doing? I'm still submitting poems. My book is out there for the world. Soliloquy of an Ice Queen is now in hardcover at Barnes & Nobles. And I got some on deck. I've also created a merch shop. And it's an extension, but it's also kind of a self-standing website. It's called astrolizasix.com. And what it is and why I created it is that I want to empower, like I love wearing shirts or anything really, that remind me of my magic, right? And so that's why I'm sharing and creating different things. Because of COVID, I haven't really been marketing it because delay on shipping is wild right now. But it's slowly moving up. They're increasing. They're doing things faster. And so that's something that I will be, reminding y'all that I got. T-shirts, hoodies, mugs, and we'll see what else. I want to create a movement line collection where it consistently helps me keep donating to those on the ground, especially in my local community. If anyone has like their specific place that they want me to donate to, once you make the purchase, there's like a note section and you can do that. And we will see, I am also doing horoscopes live on Thursdays at 9:25. That's Eastern Standard Time. And that is on Facebook Live at the Bossy Magazine. And, all those links will be in the show notes. I'm just figuring out how to feel out my way back to podcasting, the Ellen Show. And yeah, man, this is where we're at. It's been a ride to be able to create and somehow rest, even though I've probably slept later than I've ever slept before in a long time. But being able to surrender to the unknown. I think I finally got it, y'all. I think I finally figured out how to detach from controlling outcomes. I still struggle. It's still scary to not really know what's next, but I think that I've also been putting a lot of work into all the things that I've wanted to create, and I hope they unfold and flourish. And if you haven't been able to do anything, rest is productive. I'm going to say it one more time. Rest is productive. Because if you are not resting and you're still burning yourself out, then you won't be able to create or be fully functional. And that in itself has so many layers to it. The need to be constantly kind of like proving that you deserve to rest. Like, now Abby, It's not good for ourselves. It's not good for our well-being. And stay indoors. I mean, I'm in Florida, and you already know, like, Florida is probably banned from traveling to a lot of different places because people are out here like summer really is lit and everything is opening up and all that. And I'm just like, bruh, COVID is still out here ruining lives. And although there are people who heal from it, it still has long lasting effects. And every month there's like something new. Like the Nile virus is back and they're about to release some mosquitoes. It literally is Jumanji out here, y'all. I just want us to win and get out of this level. So, yeah, I think this episode feels complete. Stay tuned for more content, more thoughts. It's flying season, as in not like mosquitoes flying around, but expanding your wings and revisiting if what you really wanted at the beginning of this year is what you still want. That's something I mentioned in the horoscope, which they get printed weekly on their website. Like this, today is the 4th, and it's an eclipse. It's like the final eclipse. And this is a lot of, there's been so much energy. Oh my. But it's transformational energy. And so fighting change may not get you far. But being intentional and doing things from an honest place will bring fruits to whatever labor that you are creating. And what I wanted in January, I feel like has morphed into something completely different. And I've had to go back and see, okay, where do I want to see myself in 5 years might not be the right conversation to have because we ain't really get the answer right. So, what do we want our day to day to feel like? Do we really want to jump back into this so called normalcy that was never good for us anyway? Or do we want to create something new? And I'm legit at something new. And I'm grateful to be where I am. There's sometimes things get pushed. No. Sometimes you are pushed out of the way of a lot of things. And like you skin your knee and you're like, gee, this is not. And it's like, as time goes by, you're like, oh, I see. And that's where I'm at. Like I'm taking things day by day because I have the privilege to do so. And it has allowed me to view my perception in the Fool energy. That's a tarot card. And basically, you're just kind of seeing what happens and asking yourself, what if everything works out? What would I allow myself to do, to be, to create, to experience in this vibe? Instead of worrying about all of these social constructs that are placed upon us. I'll leave you with that thought. Always be safe. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. I don't know why or why. Wear your mask. And keep creating, keep envisioning, and keep living, y'all. It's a weird time. I mean, I do miss certain things, but like it might take a little longer. So let's make peace with where we're at now and see what's the best thing that we can do to make the best of it, right? At least that's what I hope. And we continue this roller coaster thing called life. We're all here together. I'm here with y'all, and we are back in this safe space. Talk to y'all next week. Don't forget that you're magic. No te olvides que eres magia. Pas oublier, c'est magique. Oh, I forgot something. So, there is an initiative that my homie Experience Jay started, the creator of Past Due audio series and Kiss the audio series, where every 19th of the month, we're going to be highlighting Black podcasts. So check Creatively Exposed, check any of the series that I mentioned, Past Due, the Kiss audio series. Also, if you know or are an audio drama, Black audio dramas exist on Instagram. And every 19th, let's make Juneteenth a thing every month. In the uplifting and celebration of each other and the community and whoever wants to amplify melanated voices, because that's a hashtag. I'm gonna add that to the show notes, like the hashtags to use and how to just get it going, so that way we can black out the top lists. There's so many podcasts, and it's looking a little, scarce in some areas. So that's another thing. So yeah, that's my final thing that I wanted to share. All right. Happy Monday. Yes, it is Monday. Be safe. See you next week. Thank you for listening to the show. Check out our Patreon, the website in the show notes. Rate, review, and subscribe or share with the homie. And don't forget that you are magic. No te olvides que eres magia. Pas oublier, c'est magique. Take care and see you next week. So Anchor and I have been kicking it for as long as Creatively Exposed has been alive, which September. And I am amazed at how easy it is to record an episode, edit an episode when on the go, either on my phone or in my laptop. And I'm getting paid for it. I get this sponsorship, and I don't need to have, a huge listenership, which is pretty dope for the beginning. And it's free, y'all. So if you've been waiting to be heard on all of the sound waves, Apple, Google, etc., then this is your time. Get started on the Anchor app or online at anchor.fm and start that podcast today. Have you been lacking in the affirmation department, or what about the inspiration department? I always say at the end of the episode, do not forget that you are magic. This is what Astrologist is: an affirmation, a reminder, and a celebration of the magic, magia, and magique in you. Check out the website astrologist.com, and it is also in the show notes.